My fellow Americans, the weapons inspectors have arrived on the ground in the Iraqi capital. And my good friend, the Bulgarian Prime Minister Lionel Blair, assures me the search is being led by a man trusted by the British people, never to give up the hunt.
Hello, and welcome to Weapons Hunt with me, David Dickinson. Oh, Peter Stringfellow on a budget. I'm here in downtown Baghdad, and already I've uncovered a disturbing stockpile of potentially lethal chemicals. And that's just the 15 cans of hairspray in my luggage. Note the bonnet, one for the ladies. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, rusty bomb here, but know the hallmark, 1985, made in the UK. Almost certainly a duffer. But hey, this is something a bit special here. A small piece of depleted plutonium dating back 10, possibly 12 years ago could have been left behind by a superpower in a hurry. We don't know. Oh, weapon hunters. Oh, this indeed is a real collector's piece. A nuclear bomb. But is it still in working order? Well, let's find out. Oh dear! Radiation has been spread for miles around. But on the plus side, everyone now has exactly the same lurid complexion as me. Oh, what a bloody dazzler. International diplomacy. Cheap as chips.
Dead ringers.
It's true that I've handed over £3 billion to Colonel Gaddafi, so I'll have a place to flee to after the war. Why Libya? Because I knew £3 billion wouldn't be nearly enough to get me on the first rung of the property ladder in Britain. It's a shame. I had my heart set on a maisonette in Surbiton.
Just starting over on BBC One, it's a special programme about the recent New Labour drama, The Project, following the story of the tiny handful of mysterious clandestine people who actually bothered to watch it all the way through. Now, it's Newsnight.
Good evening, I'm Kirsty Wark. Here's me in here and me. Those headlines again with the consonants reinstated. After what has been widely accepted as the worst week in living memory for the royal family, the palace has finally released a statement on the Paul Burrell affair. And in keeping with other recent royal tragedies, it's been delivered by Sir Elton John.
Goodbye, Paul Burrell. You cried only as a true friend can, shedding tears for Princess Di as you loaded up the van. And it seemed to me when you got off, you should have shut your craw. Then the papers wouldn't be making you out to be camper than Barrymore. You said Diana spoke in colour, the Queen in black and white, which of course makes you the one who speaks in fluent shade.
Take it or leave it, mate. Prince Charles's cufflinks are 50 quid. You can have Prince Edward's nipple clamps for a £5. A poison nerve gas attack that was scheduled to take place this week on the London Underground is now not taking place because the Al-Qaeda terrorists involved have all gone out on strike. They claim that with the ongoing firefighters dispute, it's far too dangerous to work down there. They may well be suicidal, but they're not stupid.
This week on Celebrity Fit Club, Anne Widdecombe is attempting to go the distance.
Well, yes, I admit I have been getting a few angry calls from my constituents saying they'd prefer not to see their MP in a shallow freak show with a load of washed-up nobodies. But then I've assured them that my involvement with the Tory party doesn't interfere one bit with my important work here at Celebrity Fit Club.
New from BBC Enterprises, a DVD all Alan Rickman fans can treasure forever. Yes, Alan Rickman plays the token baddie in Hollywood films. Who can forget Alan's carefully honed performance in Die Hard?
I'll get you, John McClane.
His unique interpretation of the Sheriff of Nottingham in Robin Hood.
I'll get you, Robin Hood.
And, of course, his towering performance in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
I'll get you, Harry Potter.
Also includes Alan Rickman confronting his agent the moment it dawned on him that he was now hopelessly typecast forever.
I'll get you, lousy agent.
By Alan Rickman plays the token baddie, and get Dame Judi Dench plays every woman over 40 in every British film completely free.
Hello, I'm Iris Murdoch. I'll get you, A.S. Byatt.
People misunderstand me. They think that the only thing that Russell Crowe's about is stealing other men's wives and brawling at award ceremonies, which is nonsense, because I'm quite happy stealing other men's fiancés and brawling in the street as well.
The BBC's search for a replacement for Angus Deaton on Have I Got News For You has run into trouble, as they've discovered that everyone working in television is a coke-snorting sex maniac. In fact, the last supposedly squeaky clean favourite for the job has just been outed in the tabloids as another hellraiser.
When Pudsey was high, he was even wilder in bed than Angus Deaton. He even talked me into a 3-in-a-bed romp with my best friend, Slapper Hamble.
It seems the charitable do-gooder Pudsey thought himself untouchable, but it's now emerged that the real reason he needed that eye patch was because all the drugs he's been taking have burst his stitches. Naturally, anyone who's ever worked with Pudsey has now crawled out of the woodwork with lurid stories. This one wished to remain anonymous.
What's that? You both snorted coke off a panda's tits.
It seems the outlook for Pudsey is bleak, with him being shunned by former colleagues, demonised in the tabloids, and most degrading of all, forced to go on Tonight with Trevor McDonald.
This week in The Bung, the secret truth about Di from even more complete nobodies with only the most tenuous links with her life, like the bloke who once sold her a newspaper.
It's the story they all wanted. Our one simple sentence. I think you've given me the wrong change. Revealed to me Diana's inner turmoil. I was the only person she really trusted. And you'll only read it in The Bung.
Read what the real Di was like, from the bloke who waved a flag as she sped past in a big car.
I was the only person she really trusted. Read all about my amazing story only in The Bung.
And with the exclusive insights from an old woman who met her once or twice in a big house.
Yes, I met her once. She was lovely. Not a jumped-up anorexic trollop at all. Read my story exclusively in The Bun. Can one have one's money now?
Slightly cold sort of day, isn't it, today? Very cold sort of day, yes. Very cold sort of day. I suppose I should start by asking everybody, when did you decide you wanted to take a seat at a bus stop in this particular road?
Why?
It's a very typical bus stop, I know, but what was it about this particular bus stop that drew you to want to take a seat here and wait for a bus today in this way?
I don't know.
Just at a certain sort of bus stop type jam, I suppose, didn't it? It attracts a lot of people here. I mean, have you ever taken a seat at a bus stop that you felt simply wasn't right for you and that you had to move on quite quickly after that? Do you?
Yes, sometimes it can happen, yeah.
Sometimes. Did that happen with the great Muhammad Ali, Spike Milligan, or the late Gene Kelly? No, never met them. No, I did on many occasions, and fine fellows that they were too. If I can just go back a little while now, because legend has it that your first bus stop was shown to you by your parents, and that you taught yourself to sit at it from a very early age. Is that true?
No, because I don't remember that time.
No, sitting at a bus stop, is this something that you still enjoy? You get a great deal of joy from? There's a dustbin wagon in the way for a moment, isn't there? It's a nice thing. Just wait for that to go for a moment. I think I'll just go and help the man. Come over this way. I mean, when was the first time that you wanted to be a refuse collector? And you never did. Just goes in there like that. I mean, once you've thrown that rubbish into the wagon, I mean, where does it go? What is the next stage? What is the next level?
Well, Brentford, it goes from here to Brentford down the tip. Goes
Brentford.
a big shoot head, it gets all crushed up.
Yes, yes.
It gets loaded onto these trays and goes off to Oxford way somewhere.
I mean, have you ever collected rubbish for the great Muhammad Ali, Gene Kelly, or the late Spike Milligan? No, okay. Well, I think you do a tremendous job, and it's very nice to meet you. Just time to say that this gentleman's book, Collecting Garbage, comes out very, very soon. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm warning you, Bush and Blair. Attack the Iraqi people and we will have no choice but to strike back. You think that we don't have sophisticated weaponry capable of defeating the most powerful military superpower the world has ever known? And you are completely right. But hidden deep in an underground storage vault, we do have something far more terrible than nuclear weapons or chemical bombs that we could unleash. My huge stockpile of unfashionable 1970s moustaches! Yes! If you thought being turned to chip fat by a dirty bomb was scary, try living out the rest of your life looking like a cross between me, Robert Winston, and Jeremy Bowen. It's not pretty.
My name is Greg Dyke, and I am Director General of the BBC. Not a lot of people know that. Muffin the Mule, yeah, I'll bring it back, but they'll have to film it underwater. Now, ITV have nicked the rights for bloody Miss Marple from my BBC. Yes, they did. So, I am going to get even. I'm going to go through every Miss Marple book and tell you who done it. So, Murder in the Vicarage, it was that Ponzi artist bloke. The Moving Finger, the policeman done it. The 450 from Paddington, Dr. Quimper. A murder is announced. It was a kangaroo what done it. I bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Job done.
Mr. President, the boys in intelligence think this would be a good idea.
I learned a long time ago not to rely on intelligence. Besides, why should I be interestificated in another tape that Bin Laden's made? He never sings nothing about the S Club Juniors.
Because, sir, it may help us to understand our enemy.
Okay.
Oh, no, sir, you've taped Sesame Street over another of Osama's terror warnings again.
No. It's just Bin Laden trying a new terror-tectification on us. Living in a dustbin, being grouchy when people ask him to sing stuff. His refusal to acknowledge that the letter Z is a really important letter. It's shocker-rating.
Sir, you gotta stop doing this. We're giving these tapes to the CIA. I mean, already they got Big Bird, Elmo, Bert, and Ernie interred at Camp X-Ray.
Thank goodness that they have. How else could we warn the Armenian people that the next attack would not come from Al-Qaeda, but will be brought to us by the Children's Television Workshop?
Hello, loves, and God bless. Welcome to Zora's Nice History of Britain, where we refuse to dwell on the unpleasant side of life. Now, last week, I told you all about lovely King Henry VIII and how he was married to the same woman for 53 years and loved making doilies. God bless his big fat face. This is Edge Hill in Warwickshire. Now, some historians will tell you that in November 1642, a bloody battle, excuse my language, took place here, with lots of vicious fighting and thousands of casualties. Stuff and nonsense. Let's go to the top of the hill and find out what really happened. In this reenactment, we can see that the parliamentarians came from that side and the royalists came from that side. And they met here at the top of the hill. And then they had a nice picnic. Oh, meat pies, that's nice. I say it's very good for keeping things fresh, is that Tupperware, isn't it? It's lovely, is that? You've got a nice big thermos, haven't you? Oh, that's lovely. It was decided that the parliamentarians had won because they'd brought by far the most interesting selection of sandwiches, pastries, and even the odd Charlie cake. Next Next week, I'll be looking at the so-called bubonic plague, or a bit of a chesty cough, as I like to call it. God bless, loves.
Trust me, do the fingertips with sandpaper, then chuck him in the river. I'm speaking to you tonight on behalf of newsreaders in need. Please, 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 please stop making us dress up in leather miniskirts and mime out-of-date show tunes under the pretext of being a bit zany for charity. It isn't zany, it's bollocks. Bad enough Andrew Marr looking like a freak all year round, without the rest of us joining in. Please stop it.
G'day, and welcome to Rolf on Art. Today, for a change, we're focusing on modern Brit art, you know, like Damien Hirst. In fact, I've even had a bit of a go at a Damien Hirst creation myself. What? This isn't Rolf on Art. It's Animal Hospital. Seems that little Frisky was too weak, too feeble, and he just didn't make it all the way to the tank, Guttery. Hello, is that the builders? Excellent. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. It is my home in St. Albans. It has been destroyed, and I'd like you to try and fix it. I need to know how much. Can you see me in the morning? So they have told you about our requirements of this site?
No, I know nothing. All I was asked is to come down today and speak to you.
I see.
There was some work that needed doing. And to have a word with you and see what...
I see.
See what the situation was.
So no communication from Quintus?
No.
Quintus is one of my allies.
All right.
Fine soldier of the Felix Legions. He was slaughtered.
All right. What is what are your needs at the moment? What do you require?
Well, we need to fortify these walls. Strong enough to repel invasion from Visigoths, or the Huns, or the barbarians. We must be ready for invasion at any time. And the Triumphal Arch, there isn't any kind of Triumphal Arch there. Yeah. So we might put one in.
Have you got any drawings as to how high you want to bring them up, or is there any special openings or features you want in them, or?
I did have such drawings on slate, but they were stolen by Proximo and Gracchus and placed far away. Secondly, it's best if we can just see over in this corner here.
Sure.
If we just kneel down, you get a better view. Kneel with me, brother. Feel the earth between our hands. Rub it together for good measure. My man, my brother of the soil. Yes, we shall see many glories here. Our enemies will feel that they were cursed, that they were not here. Slice this through another man's flesh, and they will love you for that. What is your name?
Mick.
Mick. I will call you Mickus. Be victorious by the sword, Mickus. You too shall win your freedom. Ow.
It's very hard to choose my greatest Briton. Should it be Mr. Kipling, Mr. Sheen, or even Mr. Muscle? But I think in the end it had to be a dead heat between Mr. Marx and Mr. Spencer. Well, they do make exceedingly good foundation garments.
Welcome back. I'm Kirsty Warwick. Soft, strong, and very, very long. Following weeks of fevered speculation, a Tory leadership challenger has finally thrown his hat into the ring.
Me? Now, I'm everything you'd expect a Conservative Party leader to be. Everybody hates me, and I'm very anti-European.
I'm joined now by Ian Duncan-Smith. Mr. Duncan-Smith, are you confident of seeing off Saddam Hussein's challenge?
Obviously, I have to take this challenge very seriously, because recent polls do show Saddam to be more popular than I am. It could be worse. If Genghis Khan or Hitler were still alive, I'd be really worried. It's very hard being the most unpopular man in the world. After Richie Blackwood, of course.
But what do Tory MPs make of this challenge? Joining me from Fit Club is Anne Widdecombe.
Personally, I welcome Saddam's challenge. Admittedly, he's an evil, bloodthirsty tyrant who has murdered his own people whilst building up weapons of mass destruction. But at least he's not gay or an asylum seeker.
So has that worried you at all, Mr. Duncan Smith?
Not in the slightest.
I speak to you today to answer the criticism of one's involvement in the trial of Paul Burrell. I did not deliberately withhold my vital testimony, and I am displeased to be characterised as a closeted scatterbrain who holds the answers to the great unsolved questions without realising it. Indeed, I made this exact point to Lord Lucan only yesterday. On the contrary, I am a keen follower of current affairs. I remember precisely where I was when President Kennedy was shot, having a 3-hour discussion with Lee Harvey Oswald in a Dallas book depository. So I hope I shall now be left in peace to fulfil my duties, care for my family, and take my daily rides on my horse, Shergar.
Who is my greatest Briton? Tony Britton, who gave many fine performances in Robin's Nest.
Welcome to Late Review, post-match analysis for toffs. We start with film and the latest Dr. Seuss story to get the big screen treatment, The Cat in the Hat, starring Mike Myers. Jermaine Greer, what did you think?
I thought it was terrible. It was so boring and predictable. And that awful way they spoke. I mean, does anyone really speak like that? I went to the cinema and I hated it.
Well, would you watch it on a train?
I would not watch it on a train.
Well, would you watch it on a plane?
Not on a plane, not on a train. I would not watch it here, I would not watch it there. I would not watch it anywhere.
Tom Paulin, your thoughts?
I mean, this was a film I wanted to enjoy, but I really didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it, not one bit.
Well, would you watch it in the hall?
Oh, not in the hall. In the hall. I did not like the film at all.
Right, if I could turn to my last guest in the hope of getting some slightly more in-depth and carefully thought-out analysis.
Hello, I'm Mariella Froster.
And second thoughts, back to you, Tom.
Now, I know I've said this before, but I really cannot stress enough the importance of a really good, solid bottom, which is why I'm choosing Ainsley Harriott as my greatest Briton.
Hello, and welcome to a new series of yet another history programme. And I'm Dr. Simon Sharma. This week, we look at the reign of Henry VIII, the Tudor monarch who gambled his kingship, upset the status quo, and sliced the church in two.
The BBC would like to point out that because of the massive fee paid to Dr. Simon Sharma, it has only been possible to use 3 illustrative props for this programme. We hope this does not mar your enjoyment.
In 1529, the king felt isolated. Trapped with a woman who had given him no heirs, there was a chance that the marriage could split. But he could restore balance by making Anne Boleyn his queen. The various options had to be weighed. Should he put his cards on the table, or should he wait? Henry disliked Rome and didn't want to build bridges. Instead, he decided to upset the equilibrium, to have his cake and eat it too. Ignoring the advice of Card, Inal Wolsey, Henry broke off ties with Rome, established the Church of England, and began the dissolution of the monasteries. All hell broke loose. And then Thomas More, Hampton Court, etc., etc., the end. I'm off to count my money now, but I'll be back next week when I'll do the whole Renaissance with nothing but a compass, a pipe, and a potato.
Great news, Mr. President.
I get to play Dumbledore in the next Larry Potter movie?
No, sir, no. Not from Warner Brothers. We still haven't heard back from them yet, sir. No, it's from the UN. Weapons inspectors are going in, sir.
And why should I be entrusticificated in that?
Because we need a report, sir, before we invade Iraq.
No, we don't. Besides, we're not invading Iraq. We're invading T-Rac. Take a look at the surveillance pictures.
Sir, that's not T-Rac. That's Tie Rack. It's a store in Britain that sells ties.
That's just what they want you to think. You see, they're called tie rack, but they also sell cufflinks and underpants. And are we meant to acceptify that it's mere coincidensification, that they lurk in every airport and rail station?
Sir, if we invade Tie Rack, you're going to be a laughingstock.
I have a choice?
It's another happy day here at the brightly coloured Blob's house. That's Plinky, Flommet and Bobo. Can you understand what the brightly coloured blobs are saying, children? No? We could if they stepped closer. That's right. It's a load of nonsense words that mean absolutely nothing. Well, you try selling this rubbish to over 50 countries. It's not easy.
We're just like the others at first sight, but we don't infringe copyright. Otherwise, Auntie BBC's us would get sued by the Teletubbies.
Let's ask Bobo a question. Bobo, are you a boy? Bobo, are you a girl? Are you totally asexual to make it easier to sell this show to the lucrative Middle East market? Ooh. Is that some merchandise you're holding?
If we fill the shops with this trash, BBC bosses will get loads of cash. Our sales targets won't be beaten. They'll snort more coke than Angus Beaton.
I mean, I think we need to rebuild some of these fortifications, strengthen them.
Okay, is there any who did it originally? I mean, obviously it's been reconstructed, isn't it?
Yes, I think they have to a very low standard. I don't know who did it.
Yeah.
They may have been crucified for such work since, I don't know.
You want to reconstruct something there?
Yeah, to reconstruct my home. Just note down the specifications.
Yeah.
The gates. Beyond that, the poplar tree. And on the slopes, olives to the north, grapes to the east. And around the edge is soil. Soil as black as my wife's hair. And if you can just take down the frame where they were burned and crucified by Commodus's soldiers. It's a bit of a shame that these walls have crumbled.
Yeah.
Being only a couple of thousand years old, they're quite new. Must have been charlatans who built these walls. I hope they weren't from your firm.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we were around then, actually.
What about the paths? How could we improve these paths?
We could try decking them.
Decking them?
What I'll do is I'll make a few notes and I'll get Kevin to come back with you.
Decking? I'm not too sure I like the sound of decking. What about in Saxon paving? Then again, not in Saxon paving.
No, yeah, Roman.
The Saxons are an evil scum who should be wiped away. In 3 weeks from now, I shall be harvesting my crops.
Right.
Imagine where you will be, and it will be so.
Right, so I should get him to give you a ring within a couple of days or so, yeah?
And if you find yourself walking around in green fields with the sun on your face, do not be troubled, for you are in Elysium, and you're already dead. Tomorrow night at 9 over on ITV1, there'll be someone who used to be in EastEnders or Soldier on the hunt of a serial killer. I haven't actually looked in the schedules, but it's bound to be, isn't it? It usually is. Yeah, there it is, thought so.
Look, if he starts to make trouble, just cut something off and send it to his wife. Noel Gallagher has refused to appear on an edition of This Is Your Life. He says it would bring back too many bitter personal memories. The split with Paul McCartney, marital problems with Yoko, and of course getting fatally shot in 1980.